Hello, everybody. Everybody. Hello. Hello again. Welcome to a new episode building with ball.com. So, for tonight, what we have, let me think. Let me compare this better. It can be in the middle. Excellent. So, right. Mm, so, everything is getting better and better. Oof. It has been a very long day. Okay, let's start. Done. So I have an idea, very interesting idea. This idea is regarding to. I would like to keep it as a secret, but I have to tell you. I will be showing you how to build this, but it is related to Y Combinator. Y Combinator has a library which is called Y Combinator School. The best resources for founders. So my idea is to have a coach using tables like this. And we check the audio, everything is good, excellent. So my idea is to have an application in which you as a founder can apply to our website and test and validate your idea against a startup school. So we're kind of training the data to understand, process, and store some of this information in order to have you able to make questions to a real human like this, like Charlie. So we will be calling to Charlie to asking questions. So we will have a conversation regarding to your idea, but using data from here. Oh, ignore this. This is not what I'm looking for. Nope, this is not. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Oh, sorry guys. I tried to mute this. Really apologize. Next time. Next time I need to be more faster. So, um 1 second. Yeah, for example, this article about how to build your seed round pitch deck to me is something that we would like to make on the platform. Let's see like a kind of Shark Tank, virtual Shark Tank. Actually, that's the idea. Yeah, I like it. But also, we're going to use what I just published this article. You can take a look. Um, this one. So in this article, I just add my experience about how to prompt. So I'm explaining why prompting is not magic. Yesterday, I had a discussion in a post regarding how it works prompting. This user was like saying prompting is both is not good, blah blah blah. At the end is because prompting is not magic. You really need to understand and learn how to create a prompt efficiently, right? Any poor prompt will create a really basic result. So another feature that we can find in Bolt is like a toggle between discussion and build mode. This is very useful. If you don't know or you want to discuss with Bolt before completing the files, before writing out all the files, you can discuss. Like let's say I don't want to use Supabase, I want to use Firebase, or let's configure React, or let's use Flutter, for example. We can start that kind of discussions, technical discussions, and then finally complete the product. Also, regarding to philosophy, you are not thinking as a coder. You have to think as a product owner. Let's say, if you don't know what's a product owner, is the guy who in a company will be talking about the features, what the product does, the product itself, what is the business perspective and expectative um, point of view. So being a product owner is like the best way to build a platform here. And I put some examples like if you go to the prompt and you say make a button that does something, does click on the model, that's wrong. That's too wide. You must be specific. Create a generate report button that calls the API, which API, which endpoint, and what does. Shows a loading state and display a success failure toast using chat CN UI. That's a very specific example. Another example of a wrong way to write down a prompt is like a add login functionality. That's beyond so simpler. So you can go and say implement a Firebase authentication with Google Sign In, or with anonymous sign in, or with Facebook Sign In, and redirect authenticated users to dashboard. That kind of that's the way you have to prompt always. Very, very, very super specific. I would say like kind of over communication if we're like talking with a human. Um, I start in some cases when you are not that good on prompting, you can start like using this question, right? Hmm. In my case, I will copy paste this example. My Testament app. This is another app that I want to work later. I haven't worked on this before, but I will. Right now, I will be building this a Shark Tank build time. I really love it. Shark Tank virtual AI simulator. This is not with Expo, or no, this must be a web. I mean, using the cell phone and like, hey, my application is about this and that. Given the pitch elevator, sounds good, but I prefer on this specific software to complete a web application. Web applications. Mhm, mhm. I want to build a Shark-Tank virtual AI simulator. What stack do you recommend for this use case? Let's start. So first step is outlining the architecture, discussing with both about the architecture and some features. Let's see what we have. Interactive pitch presentation interface with real-time AI shark responses, multiple AI shark personalities. Um, I don't like that. Pitch deck upload and presentation system. Yes, that's okay. First step, upload your pitch deck, right? I want to have your pitch deck to be able to make questions and to understand the product itself. User authentication and profile management, deal outcome tracking and statistics. Um, I want to implement. Let me close this. Okay. Remove the AI shark personalities for now. I don't want to be working on the like using the person without the rights. So remove the AI shark personalities. Um, mhm. User authentication. Use tables to have AI vertical making questions like a shark do. Um, let's keep this up to minutes. This up to 2 minutes. Vision that user has to fill credits, have to buy credits, using Revenue Cat web. I have never used Revenue Cat web. I have used Revenue Cat many times on iOS, Android. Always actually. The paywall feature is the best, but never using Revenue Cat web, which is something new because I remember that that doesn't exist in the past. Didn't exist in the past. And I haven't used Stripe for that matter. But I want to try Revenue Cat as is part of the the hackathon. So yes, beyond that, I have to buy credits using Revenue Cat, 15 USD dollar per 5 minutes. I don't know if this is expensive, right? You on um, planning all the economics of a startup is a big deal. It's not like just picking a price, but this is an example. So I want to use just a basic average price of any membership. Um, what else? Flow. What do you tell me a little bit about the flow, user flow? Just let me review React, TypeScript, Tailwind, Lizard, okay, Supabase, okay, Edge functions, okay, that's good. Real-time subscriptions, okay, I have to see what that means. File storage, yeah, right, Supabase file storage. AI integration, huh? I haven't worked before with Tabus, so I don't know how it works. I guess we will be replacing all of this stuff with Tabus, or I don't know if we have to like call OpenAI and then Tabus. Streaming responses for real time. Okay. Stripe integration, email notification, remove social. Mobile responsive, yes. I'm selecting discuss because we're still discussing about the technical architecture. Okay, let's see what we have. So, Shark Tank Virtual AI Simulator sounds like an engagement approach. Actually, it is because I have applied so many times to so many events. Even some of them kind of Shark Tank style, in which you have to be able to 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 answer questions last minute, very important questions. So this is the idea. So you can practice many times, just like my partner Jose did, I believe yesterday. He created this AI simulator job interview. This is similar. We are really excited with the Tavos platform, because it's really, it feels really human. So, okay, let's see. User flow, onboarding, pitch preparation. The user lands application, greeted with an introduction. Yes, they are prompted to prepare their pitch. This could involve uploading a pitch. I could be like using small questions like, tell me your elevator pitch. That could be also a way, like one way, upload your pitch deck, or just tell me your elevator pitch, because on the real life, that's it. If you go for example, YC demo day, they just have 1 minute to explain with the pitch elevator. Based on that, the people could invest like or send a message. It's the same thing. So that would be like also another way. So I could say I could improve this. So I'm gonna ask him some changes. Apply this change for onboarding. The user have two options. To option one, upload PDF pitch deck. Two, um, add a pitch elevator. I could go beyond, right? Like allowing the user to upload their website, just the link, etc. But let's keep it this like a simulator. In the real life, you are not sending actually a PDF, but I believe that would be more useful for a training purpose, or just add a pitch elevator. That's like the real life way. Okay. Second, initiate virtual pitch. One pitch is prepared. You should click start pitch or face the sharks. The application then initiates the communication with Davos API to generate the AI video call. AI video call simulation. First 2 minutes, a video interface appears featuring AI shark, who begin to ask questions about the user, business, and pitch. The application actively tracks the duration of this video interaction. Okay, that's good. During the initial 2 minute period, the user can experience the core functionality of simulator without any cost. Time limit and monetization prompt. As 2 minutes free interaction limit approach, the user receives a notification. Taboo's video calls pauses or ends. A prompt appears explaining the future interaction requires purchasing credits. The prompt will clearly state the cost. Okay, so the user is directed to secure payment interface powered by RevenueCat Web. That's okay. Upon a successful payment, the user account is credited with the purchase simulation time. Pitch conclusions and feedback. That's good. I was thinking like having a summary PDF as a part of the paid feature, like a add-on. I want to have summary about how this shark thinks I went. So I purchased the report. But let me send my changes regarding to onboarding and pitch preparation. Okay, that's great. So based on my post, the second step is asking Bolt to create a backlog. This is like this. honestly, I did this just like a junior way because I don't believe this will be the case. On my case, I am able to give all the trust to Bolt. I believe that's the future. In the future, tools like Cursor won't be really useful because it doesn't matter about it's not about the tool. It's about the result. You as a business guy, you want results. You don't care how. You just want results and good results, high quality, of course. So it doesn't matter if I need a product like this. Let's say I need to run this idea, Shark Tank virtual AI simulations. I don't care if you gave me the product with Cursor, Bolt, or whatever. I just want the result. And if you have a tool like Bolt, which create everything in one day, and at the next day you are like I want to show you. I'm sorry, my beautiful cat. He's sleeping right there, looking. The white one is called Bailey, and this one is she's called Misty. Well, look the other one. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Okay, let's continue. I'm sorry, I always got distracted a lot. Actually, I was telling to my friend that I am not really able to work without music. Or here I am. I really like to have a lot of music, techno, Spanish music, Latin music, hardcore music, boom, boom, boom. Um, but okay, getting back to Bolt. Let me share again. Okay, and I am out of the screen. Ready. So, yeah, as one saying, this is not like my favorite prompt, but let's do it. Now create a backlog in Bolt, turn each task into a checkbox. Uh, we will proceed incrementally. So what this does is creating a file just like a real life, a real thing, having like a Scrum, a sprint methodology, etc. Agile, 100%. It's creating the backlog. hmm So this is the backlog. Phase number one, five. Okay, let me see how many. Oh, that's a lot, a lot. So just let's take a look to the file. Create a main land page with a hero section, design and implement navigator header, set up routine structure, create a responsive area foundation, implement. Oh, okay, that's it. Pitch preparation, add a file, validation, PDF full upload, create a better pitch. I don't see here the backend for the phase number three, time and section management. Okay, that's good. Phase number four, tables integration foundation. Number five, AI shark simulation. Mm-hmm. Um, I'm not going through each one because this is a lot. And as I say, the idea to me using these tools is like delegate everything to AI. I don't want to be like thinking on this. I just want to be operating, and my goal here is have a product as a product owner, not as a lead. In the past, I worked as a lead developer so many years, and as a lead, this is awesome. This is gold, but not anymore. I am product owner. I want results. Okay, the each module. This is pretty awesome. User experience enhancement, feedback results and system, polish production readiness, testing, quality assurance. I'm gonna be removing this one. Yeah, I'm sorry, not for this time. I don't want to have this one either. I don't want to have like any continuous integration and deployment. No, this is really required. We need authentication system, right? Yeah, multiple AI shared personalities. No, we don't want multi-language, right? I want to add multi-language since the beginning. Involve the new language There is one tool, Lingo. I want to use Lingo. Add multi-language support with Lingo dev, but this is technical dev. So um, let's move this to the core. Also, let's look for a schema, color, app generator. I don't like to, I don't know if you already figure out, well, if you already saw that many applications, well, all the applications using Bolt looks really the same. So at least let's change the color schema. Oh, oh, I saw one schema. This one, I really love this one. This looks really luxury. um, how to copy paste this, export URL? No, URL no. Export as code maybe. No. Hello, Bailey. Here's Bailey. Hello, Misty. Mm-hmm. Okay. No. Copy hex, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Use following schema, schema, color, schema. Um, I'm gonna use palette. What else? Hmm. I believe we are ready. I have this step which I believe is really interesting, so I'm gonna be running it as well. But this will be using tokens, so be aware of that. So now create a pitch, MD, turn this into a pitch deck for investors. Boom. Let's create our pitch deck for investors since now. Entrepreneurs struggle to prepare for high-stake investor pitch. So market pain points, very interesting, lack of realistic practice environments, and expensive coaching alternatives. With this prompt, you will have everything. This is awesome. I was trying this yesterday. You are going to have everything for markets, TAM, SAM, SOM, yeah, here, TAM, SAM, SOM, business model, premium as credit models, the revenue streams, individual credit subscriptions plans. Okay, he goes always, as you know, beyond enterprise licensing, white label solutions. That white label solutions could be a really good thing. Like let's say Y Combinator or Latitude or any other fund want to have like a this tool in their like a platform, so they can offer this to their alumni. This is awesome, right? This is a really good opportunity. I don't believe there is something like this right now on the market. I won't be reading all the sections, but we have everything: problem, solution, market opportunity, business model, financial projections. Yes, we have the financial projections, 5-year forecast. I saw that yesterday, and it is really accurate. Technology stack and go-to-market strategy and investments ask like 2 million. Well, I don't know what it's saying, 2 million Series A, but that's okay. Oh, 7.xx LTV radio. That's a strong unit economics, right? Okay, well, we're done with that. That's just like a bonus point. Um, let's see what else. No, that please take a look to the document. This is very. it's covering very a lot of things, so it's very useful. But that's all from my side. Let's start completing all the tasks in um, backlog MD. Let me close this. That completing. Sorry about my writing skills. This happens when you use AI all day, all night, you know. Come, Misty. Let me share this with my LinkedIn as well. Mhm. Cosita. So I just tweeting building Shark Tank Simulator. No, tweet sent. Okay. Okay, I will show you some. I just doing some things. Other Chrome tabs. 1 second. One second, please. I use um, sharing with the community, the streaming, because I didn't before, so I believe I have to write. This is my profile if you want to follow me. Let me paste the tweet as I'm using X as the main streaming platform. But right now we're streaming on six different platforms, really six different platforms all at the same time. I have around 1K followers on YouTube, the same on Twitch, and so building Shark Tank AI simulator with space taboos and bolt. Uh, uh. Some keywords, SOPA base. We ask for use. I use a lot um, translation, but never have used this one that we ask for it. Lingo. This is our first time using lingo. hmm It's a good practice. So use some hashtags like build in public if you are doing the same, guys. And girls use build in public, but also in the hackers, but also build in public. That's it. Post. I really don't care this. So yeah, I'm not taking that much effort. Now let's go to Bolt. Let's go to streaming, live stream, streaming right now. And that's it. Let's continue with the real thing. So let's see what we have. Okay, completed task, core app structure, user interface component, pitch preparation flow, simulation setup, active simulation interface, results and feedback, credit system, state management. Um, okay, Apple level aesthetics. I have to see what this means. Smooth transitions, technical implementation, context. Oh, yeah, this is because in the post that I show you, I have a lot of um, pre-configured prompts on settings. If you go to settings, let me see if I removed them or not. There is a setting. I don't remember, so let's click everywhere. Yes, exactly. We have this tab. If you go to settings, knowledge, project prompt, and global system prompt, you can add instructions regarding to like very general instructions. So yes. Okay, so prepare your pitch. Choose how would you like to present your business idea to AI sharks. Shark Tank AI, credits to you, demo user. Okay, let's start with the real thing. So let's connect everything regarding to SOPA base. Add support. Just let me check something. Yes. Um, add support for SOPA base. So pretty simple. One, SOPA base authentication. Two, SOPA base. Let me check for the scaffolding structure. Components. Yes, we don't have anything for the backend. Um, Three, Superbase authentication. Okay, Superbase its functions. Superbase storage for DDFs. Superbase database for store sessions. Elevator pitch or PDF file, and also user credits. Right now, I just want to work with Supabase. I mean, let's implement related to Supabase only. Then we can proceed with other other features like the revenue cat. So yeah, I really want to try this. I'm really excited because um, pitching is something that can get really stressful if you don't practice on time. With this, you literally could say that you went to Shark Tank and you destroyed them. That's the idea. On future, having like kind of score, like let's say this is your score, you are ready to go to YC, etc. Or whatever. Yeah, I can see so many ideas. Okay, it's adding all the features required from Supabase, and also we have to connect the system to Supabase from the integrations button. Use simulation sessions. I have to check for that file. Maybe he is still using mock data, or let's see what's the context of this. No, that's okay. It is calling simulation session. Everything is simulated here, so there is no written. That's okay. Let's check use pitch deck. Let's pitch text from this user. Failed path, elevator pitch, update pitch deck. Okay, the Supabase functions, edge functions. Um, let's see what it's doing here to do. For now, return a mock session. That's okay right now. Meantime, using a mock session, process credit purchases. This looks like maybe he's using Stripe because let me check for the code, update user credits to do. Okay, it's pending. Great, everything is pending. As I request to use a state manager, he is currently using a state manager. This is not really required. This is most because this is something that I like to use in all the application. I mean, if I use an application from the scratch with a real human team, for sure will ask for a state management system. Uh, in general, you could write this all this code with Vault without asking for like the state manager at all, and will work correctly. Components. Here, Vault is creating all the components using the implementation for the functions that you saw before. Let's see what simulation set up. Ready to face sharks. Your pitch is prepared. Let's start your AI simulation session. Okay. Active simulation. This is like a real-time going simulation with tables. Okay. Credit purchases. Nothing special, just implementation for to allow the user to buy more credits. Yes. Hmm. Yeah, definitely. This is wrong, right? This is some things that you have to be aware because if this using update profile, as you saw on this line, mm, let me go again. Yeah, here. If you read this code, this is updating from the front end the credits of the user. So anyone could change this. If we allow the front end to update the credits property from the user, anyone can update their credits and have infinite sessions. So be aware to always check these kind of features because this is not the first time I had this issue. Yeah, now it's time to go to integrations. We need to wait for the reloading. Okay, ready? Go to integrations and GitHub. No, sorry, Subway. Let's create a new one. Let's call this Shark Tank AI. Generate a password. Create a new project. Confirmation needed. Let's go. Okay, each one will cost me more, more, more. Okay, that's okay. The price is a big one, so that's okay. So yes, this is an investment. Actually, I've been subscribing to Pro to many multiple systems to be able to apply to all the challenges on this hackathon. So yeah, I am around 200, 300 minimum so far. Okay, this can take up to 5 minutes. I would like to know what do you think about this idea? Is something that you are going to use? Do you think it's a good idea? It's not. What would you suggest? Like suggest any feature if you want. I don't have access to the chat. I need to see how I can handle that because, for example, in Twitch we have many questions. Uh, but I don't have like a dashboard. Actually, I don't have like a real setup for streaming. I am doing this just for this hackathon. But if you have any suggestion, like any idea or feature idea, please send it to the chat. I will be storing all the ideas and see if worth to do the implementation. So now we have super-based migrations. We always have to run these migrations. The good thing is that you can run it from here. So just clicking apply changes. Okay, just wait for the npm install. Okay, welcome back. Um, of course, this is not like the best user experience, but for now, I just want to. I like to complete like the most important part of an application, then go back to things like the home, the land page, the message. But I always like to complete the main core feature of any application. Okay, there is an error. Supabase fail. Maybe Supabase is still creating everything. Sometimes when you go that fast, Supabase is still creating the project. So let's check if it's still working on that. Okay, yeah, and I have to change my Brevo API key. That's okay. Please don't use it. Okay, tables. Yeah, everything is ready actually. Um, yes, I don't know why disappear the error disappeared. Yeah, this happened me yesterday. Uh, maybe maybe it's a new feature like auto fixing. I don't know. Let's see if happens again. Sign up, password. I'm gonna click attempt to fix. That's sometimes the best easy path. If not, let's see what's the problem. It's not common to have this kind of problems in something that's so common. Let's say it is common because implementation of user authentication is very happening on all the projects. So looking at the error schema, I can see the issue. There is a mismatch. Okay, so it is running a database migration. Let's apply the change. So do you know I read super faster, so I'm able to read all these results very quickly. Of course, you really have to. If you are not like a read faster guy, just go through each line, understand what Paul is telling to you. If you care too much about not expending tokens, because sometimes this is not correct, and then you can say like, hey, well, this is not correct. You have to do this and that. But in my case, I won't be like reading this for you guys. This is a lot of information. I'm boring, so so you know. Okay, okay, James, come on. Let me see. Okay, great. It's working now. Um, I'd like now to integrate this into GitHub because from now the project is big. It actually it's huge. So sometimes we'll get mess and start removing things and doing change that you haven't request, etc. So I really want to have this connected to my GitHub hackathon. Oh, Shark Tank AI. Create repo. Done. You could do a lot of things like adding Git code pipelines directly from here. You can say like, please Vault add support to build the Netlify hosting when any change on this branch using GitHub pipelines, for example. But we already have, that's an example that is not required because you already have all these using Vault. But there are some cases like, for example, Firebase hosting in which you can ask to Vault to create the pipelines, continuous integration and deployment using GitHub pipelines to deploy to Firebase hosting directly on any change. So that's very useful because compiling the hosting for Firebase hosting, it's very boring and slow. It's not like here that you can just click on deploy. So take that in count. You can do it. I will do it right now. Okay. Okay, there is a guy telling me that I just have a chat here from one of the platform telling me to implement an example. Okay, let's do it. I want to do it, but we don't really need that. Add support to GitHub pipelines to deploy Netlify hosting on any change on main branch. Enter. So let's see what changes. No, no worries. I can use my tokens for any example. I don't have a problem with that. So ask anything you want. I can use it on this project. That's okay. Okay, so Vault just created two different workflows. The first one deployed to Netlify. So it will check out the code, set up the node. Yeah, you have to add the keys into GitHub Actions. That's something that I won't do right now because that's a lot of work for nothing because it's not required here. But let's say you want to like continue working on local computer without Vault anymore. So you just stay with these changes, and then you can just by deploying, so by pushing your code directly to um, GitHub will be ready. So this is an example. If you want, I can show you a real one. But this is very simple. But as I say, I don't want this happening. So let me remove the implementation from the code. But let me show you if you want. My personal website. built with, of course, Bolt. Um, where is um, repositories? So, oh, this one. So if we go to GitHub workflows, we go to deploy workflow, we have the deploy to Netlify, and then we have the instructions. It's very simple, super simple. So we have the npm run build, npm install. That's it. So on any change, this will deploy um, the build for hosting on Netlify, and that's it. As I say, this is nothing. It's very simple. Let's see. I don't remember if this is, yes, exactly. So 5 days ago, I make a change. Actually, I did the change directly on GitHub. I'm sorry, that's not the way to, name the commits. But um, yeah, for now it's okay. So this is an example of the GitHub action. We have the build, we have the configuration, the checkout, and the complete job, which is deploying to Netlify. And that's it. It's very simple. There are some cases in which this can be useful, like I don't have now right now, but Firebase is one of them. Firebase is really, really, you have to build a big workflow for Firebase if you have several services there, because there is no like a built-in implementation between Bolt and Firebase. So you really have to go with the workflows. That's the best approach, because in other way you really have to download the code to your computer and build locally and push locally and run the Firebase login, Firebase deploy functions, deploy hosting, and that's a lot of work. You don't want to go through that path. It's very slow. There is no continuous integration and deployment, but you can do it with the GitHub action from here. Well, let's continue. As we are not using Firebase on this project, we are using Supabase. Let's continue directly using deploy options here. So let's go to preview. The last thing I'd ask be regarding to the GitHub thing was fixing the application error, right? So let's see what's happening, because this is taking too much. Let me reload the page. One way, as a developer, your first instinct is going to open the inspector, right? But you could just say to Bolt, hey Bolt, the loader spinner is taking forever. Please fix it. Pretty much Bolt will find the issue. That I guess it is related to Supabase. Um, so I don't know. I prefer to go to the inspector, following my instincts as a developer. Hmm. At first glance, this line looks pretty awkward, right? Um, this is not related to Bolt. Welcome to this streaming. She's Misty again. If she came to me, I have to stop everything, guys. I'm sorry. She's number one. Uh-huh. There is an application that I want to build. I have been training my cats so much successfully that there is application that I want to build. It is about patterns. The cats can be trained by yourself follow it with some patterns. Like, let's say, I don't want to say the words, but it's simple. Anytime you see something like they are doing something wrong, just say that specific word and try to use that tone and vibration from your voice always. They will learn. So I was thinking an application, a mobile application with pre-recorded sounds that you can play. So you have, of course, trained the cats, right? Like, let's say for food. So each time you serve food to your cats, you will play this button and this sound, and they will be doing the relationship in their brain. That works for anything. For drum things, like let's say they are destroying your furniture. That happens a lot here. So you could train some sounds. Even for the food, there is a voice command. I would say that it's voice command that I have when I take them out from my house for fun. So when I say that word, they get crazy because they already know we are going outside. So that's a very fun app. If anyone wants to do it, please do it. It will be very useful. But okay, let's go to check back for these. I don't see anything special. So far, there is an issue with this, that there is a lot of mixed locks, and this is because I have some security on my extension, so it's not easy to debug. So the loader, the spinner, it is taking. Oh, 1 second, my computer is about to die. Sorry, guys, sorry. Okay. Okay, getting back into the code, reload, loading Shark Tank AI, setting up your experience. Okay, clearly this is not okay. There is some bugs here. So I really like to read the code a little bit sometimes to understand what the code is doing, just to have a con context. And yes, this is what I call read code. I just taking quick scan on the code just to see if there is something weird, maybe related to the app context. This is okay. We have loading spinner. If user show, if not user show app form. If user and there is no profile, set up the profile. But I believe this is actually this is actually yeah um, setting up your experience. But we don't have a profile, so what this is just showing something. Status session, current page, prepare, setup. So we have user. I guess we are in the limbo. This is just a quick test. While this is saying set up your profile, not your experience, but let me see. Again, as a developer, this is what you really try to do, but honestly, I'm pretty sure that I could just say to Bolt, it keeps loading forever now on this stage, and that's gonna be the fix. But as a developer, you always want to fix everything by yourself. You won't feel like you won't feel good if you are like just asking Bolt do everything, but that's okay. That's the idea. So this 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 is a bug on the platform. Yeah, it's fixed now. Be careful when this happens. But when this happens, if you edit the file, I don't know if you were able to see that the code was gone by 1 second, and that happens a lot. So when that happens, just click in other file like I just did. I click on index and then get back to app, the original file, and that's it. If you don't, if you start editing the file itself, like let's see what happened, why there is no code here, your code will be broken pretty much. Other strategy when this kind of bug success, just reload the website. Okay, so let me tell you to Bolt, there is a bug setting up your experience is showing it forever. I'm really excited to test this platform. I can see the issue. Yeah, exactly, because there is a bug in the loading logic. The problem is the app file where it's a condition that always is false. This is not correct because this is the change that I just did. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There is a bug. This something happens on the platform that, as you saw, I changed a line to false. That was my fault. But this is not the bug. However, when I change to another file, the change that I didn't save itself. So, but that's okay. I mean, nothing can be perfect. And also, before there was like a user and profile, now it is just using if not profile, which is different from the initial initial change. Setting up your experience. This is not fine. This is thinking too much from my perspective. This is not like this always. That's it. So, as I already asked to Bolt, um, I want to check myself again the code. So if loading user, let me check if the user exists. This is completely related to the authentication. There is something wrong. He's waiting for some data or something. I'm not sure yet, but he's not even moving from loading. One way, just double click on loading. This show this little tooltip. Click on Asphalt. This line runs forever. There is a bug here. One more time. Again, I'm spending so many tokens, but okay, I don't care honestly. Use alph, yeah. Looking at the code, I can see the issue. The problem is that in use alph hook where loading state logic is flawed. The loading state is being set to false in multiple places, but there is a race condition and the logic is not handling all the keys properly. Let me fix this by simplifying your loading logic and ensuring proper transition through all states. Okay, come on, we are spending so much time just on this authentication flow. Food. Okay, one thing as we have been trying to fix this error, Bolt already had some console error, so we can just click in inspect and debug if there is anything related to the backend when the moment is trying to query the profile data. Maybe there is no data. Maybe we run into like a place in which we have the authentication, but we don't have like the user data on the database. Ah, hmm. Actually, the profile is being fetched correctly. So I'm feeling like this is related to. a render condition. For some reason, it's not triggering to the main component. So it's saying like loading forever. So we have to hmm, loading. Just wanted to test this 1 second. This is not okay. Setting up your profile. Yes, I can see the issue. The issue is pretty much in the into these lines. Changes are not being reactive, so it's not really triggering anything here. It's always keeping the same state. So app context, I just want to take a look if this may be related to the app context. Um, Looks like there is some bug in app context as app content is not really reacting to any change. For example, use of loading variable is always loading true, even if the load, even if the user is already logged in. Let's see if this works. I'm trying to be super explicit on this case. Yeah, re-render logic is not really connected, but let's see if this time is really fixed. And as you can see on the code, like yeah, Bolt is to start adding console logs more than before, and that is to help us to understand if there is an error. But I don't like that the fix is happening. Okay, yeah, that's better because the fix can be only just used out. The fix must be performed on app file. So trying to remember. Hmm, I'm not feeling very comfortable with this, but let's see because it's just bunch of logs. I really don't want to see logs. I don't want to be debugging this. I just want results. As I said before, I'm not a developer anymore. I am more like a product owner or someone trying to get results. Just results. I don't care how. No, this is not working. So, um, remove the app context implementation. Use whatever you want if required. Hopefully, this bug is related to the app state manager that we were using. In the past, I used so many state managers. I can't remember anymore, but I remember so many state manager. I don't know if you still remember when um, everybody were doing these frameworks for state management, like a Redux. Oh, there was like an Redux on asteroids framework that was my favorite. There were so many, right? Um, on that time, not use it anymore. We have like a global state, etc. Okay, he's updating everything. Yes, spending tokens. That's the problem when you maybe select the wrong technology, the wrong framework. You have to rewrite everything. Actually, I am very close to restart everything and start from the scratch again. Okay, ready. He just removed the app context and he is restarting everything. So now it is using like a callbacks, not the state manager anymore. And remove the complex reducer pattern, as I said, using the state management. With Redux and that stuff may be complex for this project, I don't know. Your preview will appear here. Let's wait. For some reason, when I'm streaming, Bolt works on some kind of weird, like right now. It is flashing the screen, but if I stop the streaming, it start working normally. I'm not sure what this means. So if we want to use Bolt to solve all the issues, this is very simple. Um, I just see a blank screen. I feel very new, but that's okay. This is called debugging with natural language. Just just as a feedback, if this doesn't work right now for any reason that doesn't matter the reason. That's okay. This is how this works. Sometimes, and this is my real experience. Sometimes I ask something to Bolt and the result is amazing, incredible. Right away, everything works. Everything is like ready for production. But sometimes, like this one, we have been so far like a 1 hour. I don't know how much, but I believe this is has been like a 1 hour. I feel we don't have any progress. To me, this is no progress at all. We haven't any progress. To me, right now we should have everything ready. We should have everything just looking to see how to implement tables. But that's okay. That's why we also call this fail in public. Like right now, failing in public. There is an error on the terminal. Okay, this is getting better. This is pretty much this is because the application reloads while it was um, deploying, or just click and let's see if this is an error that happen really often, that the compiler left some building code on the files, and you just have yes, this is the case. So just attempt to fix. The problem that we just had is the component app TSX were corrupt, and that's really common. So that's the reason why you really need to have under GitHub all that you do and having different versions and using tags and branches. Like if you have a release, just create a tag release on GitHub. Um, there is another way to work on this, which is having a branches, and you can apply pull requests into your main, just like a common development workflow. Sadly, looks like this project is really corrupt. Sometimes I really get like a tired, and I'm just start telling to Bolt, I'm really tired. So I gonna let me be real. I'm really tired. I have been asking you many times. Loading keeps forever. I guess this is not the best approach, but that's me. Please fix it. Next time I will just close the computer. Okay, yeah, I can see the issue, blah blah blah. Yeah, you have been telling me that like 100 times. You can see the issue here and there, but yeah, just fix the issue, please. We don't have time, but this is ah very long day. Please. No. Oh my God. Attempt to fix. I don't know what's ever, but attempt to fix. Ugh. Yeah, from my perspective, the project is really broken so far because as you can see, this is what happens when the project is really broken. It starts to create multiple sports. Um, you fix something, Bolt breaks another document, another file. You fix this file and then broke another file. So I believe the way to go on this is recreating the project from scratch. Okay, come on, that's working, but that's okay. This is what we're looking for. So, um, we have the Shark Tank AI virtual pitch simulator. Let's write the user flow. Um, let's see. Ma, describe your business idea. We're going to use our current business idea that we created before. So, okay, this is my elevator pitch. Shark Tank AI, a revolutionary web platform that simulates the iconic Shark Tank experience using cutting edge AI technology, providing that's it. Oh, no more to say. Safe elevator pitch. What else? Okay, when clicking in safe elevator pitch, the app must redirect to start a session. It doesn't matter if you um, write this way because AI will understand everything. That's okay. I don't have time to rephrase. We need to figure out if Davos is storing like the memory because, for example, if you have like a conversation with Davos, that's okay, that works. But if we really want to return a feedback document like a PDF with the feedback, we really need to store what Davos thought in the process, what Davos record like in the memory regarding to the conversation. Okay, thank you. Imagine having just like a recording button here and just be talking with the ball. Please make this change. Please um, do this else. It would be awesome, right? For some reason, this is happening. I mean, this is not okay. Please wait. What are you querying? There is no changes. Okay, there is a bug, clearly. There is a bug in the app must be able to track the current status. Looks like we need to redirect the user. to the specific module if there is missing data. I believe there is an issue here in which the application is not like redirecting the user to the specific step like a setup or upload PDF or pitch elevator. Hmm. Just let me check how it works. Application phase, profile setup, data loading, so smart routing. Yes, result simulation setup and prepare. For some reason, this will be like prepare, setup, simulation, and results. Well, let's start with a fresh user. Ah, just click on stop. Yeah, the project is really, really bad. So sad. Let me let me refresh the website to see if there is something in there. I mean, this is not really related. It doesn't have anything to do with the cloud, but something when reloading this import process fix a few things. That's my experience in the past. Hmm, this is taking so long, right? I don't know if you have the same experience or there is something on the back end, but this is taking so long. This is not fine. Okay, there is another error. So far, no progress. Just error loops, nothing, no progress. Yes, I always play chess, but I don't want to be like a playing chess with you guys on the streaming. Maybe next time can have another window. When this took so when this is loading, taking so many minutes from our lives, we can play on chess. Okay, as you have seen, the system is working in a pretty odd way, right? Because I haven't fixed this. It's just what it wasn't working, now it's working. It stopped working, now it's working. So you have to learn to leave this, and you have to learn to, for some reason, the technology is very new, right? This is new technology. This is not like a 2 years technology. This is less than 1 year technology. So we have to be aware of that and conscious about this is something new. Imagine this in 2 years. In 2 years, I want to be like, please create an application. Boom, you have the application. So, okay, getting into the system again, ready to face the sharks. Your pitch is prepared. Let's start your AI simulation sessions. The interface is really, really boring. That's okay for now. As I said before, I like to complete the features that are related to the real value of the application first. When I complete the flow from A to the C, I will start working on doing some improvements into the UI. We have to implement the language. With the language, there is a thing. From my experience, this is something you really have to do since the beginning. Really, trust me, you have to do this since the beginning, because if you wait to have on the product at the end, you will have a bunch of files. And if you ask to translation, this will be updating all the lines of your code and will be removing existing functionality. Trust me, that will happen. So I just want to try a little bit, and then I'm gonna jump into using, I forgot the name again, Lingo Dev. Um, but let's keep testing this. Okay, session details, 2 minutes, cost free. Start a Shark Tank simulation. A starting session, please work. No active session. Yes, yes, this is so wrong. So sad. I'm really sad. I was really excited about this idea, and the system is just messed up. Okay, when clicking on the start a session, the app shows no active session. Haha, there is a bug. Yeah, I can see the issue. You can get crazy, you know. This is like telling somebody, "Hey, please don't do that." This 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 person will be like always, "Yes, I can understand you. I won't do that. Let's do this." But you know, like 100 times, I believe Bolt have to change the phrase. I can see the issue with random phrases like I can see the issue, but then, oh, sorry, my bug, or I can see the bug now. Oh, I find a problem. You know, different phrases, so you won't be like a trigger. It looks like the bug is fixed by now. Now, when you click Start Shark Tank simulation, the session will properly created, updated to active status, and active simulation component will receive the correct active session data. Please do not hang up. Let's see. I don't know why this is like taking forever. This is not right. This is not correct. Why this will take forever? I mean, this is clearly a bug. Let me reload because in the last session you saw the system load the data correctly right away. But before the last session, the session didn't load. So right now it is like a game keeping on the loading state forever. Oh, if I remember correctly, I reload all the application. Maybe that's the case. Now we have a white screen again, flashing. Hmm, this is very stressful. I believe I have to take this by myself. So let's read the code. So, um, user profile, loading, uploading. Uh, if we already have a page. I mean, this logic is really bad, honestly. If I were like reviewing a pull request, I would be like, come on, rejected. What is this? Determine root? Come on. Should redirect so many up to session current page. This is not even readable at all. For example, this is really wrong. I mean, if the why you have a retry just to reload the profiles data, this is not fine. So many other profile error. Great. Hmm. So we have out state change, fetching profile. Um, oh, use out looks I would say like super complex. The logic for out won't need to be that complex. Please simplify. I don't know. No, no, honestly. Well, one last time because this is not okay. Same in our app router. So many variables. Um, where conditionals simplify everything. We can do it, guys. We can do it. We are fighting right now with Bolt. Yeah, exactly. Simple. User and set user. Profile and set profile. Loading and set loading. That's it. We don't need so many variables. This were looking like a code base from three different companies having the same repo share 2 years later. Exactly, just a loading. If loading. If user, show the user. If not, request authentication. Hmm. The app now works with simple, predictable logic. Ugh. Loading forever. Okay, as this is not working, as I said, we're starting from the scratch. That's it. So we are just taking this attempt the pitch. Let me see. No, this is not working. Let's start again. That's okay. No worries. That's okay. Um, this time will be easier. Just copy paste. I don't know if this is a good idea. Okay, let's create a web application, Shark Tank Virtual AI Simulator, features, just like a boilerplate. Super-based authentication, ask for pitch elevator, um, user flow. One user fills the pitch elevator to start a session with AI avatar using Tabus pre um, user can no avatar start making questions related to the startup Shark Tank style for maximum this is the flow user gets score based on the performance notes use lingo.dev for multi-language multi-language support use Supabase for database and auth use Tabus for AI avatar. What else I'm missing? I believe this is ready because I'm tired. I want to move more faster than the last time. Shark theme visual elements and professional business aesthetics. That's funny. Pretty much this time will be better. You will see. Sometimes you have to give up, honestly, because this is not my first time. I were like I believe when I was creating my website, my personal website, I had the same issue. Also, yes, also we have more than 100 websites on a project that we have from brand virality. On this is let's say micro farm. So we can build like a backlinks between several products. So we build all the we replace WordPress with a platform called Octonews, which is Octonews is the same as a WordPress, but on steroids for SEO and other things. But this, for some reason, this happened. to this code base. So if you ask Bolt to make any change, we'll remove a lot of code, we'll start adding so many bugs. So we really have to be reviewing with the diff feature line by line before applying the changes. But that only happens on this Octonews platform, just like happened on the other Shark Tank project. In the case of Octonews, we are already too we have so much progress we can go back. But on this case, I believe this is a good moment to roll back all every well to start from scratch. So be aware if this happens to you, don't hesitate. Start from scratch. You will save time, headache. Um, I don't know why. I would like to know from a bulk engineer why happened. Why happens that some in some cases it's not all the cases, but it happens. Uh, that's very interesting question because I'm really curious about why sometimes the system just got like confused and none's working. But yeah, okay. Pretty much this time will work pretty smooth. You will see. Right now it's 9 p.m. in Costa Rica. We're streaming from Costa Rica. Hmm. Okay, again, connect to database. Okay, let's wait. Connect to database. It's working. We have to wait. It's running the, I guess, def, npm run def. Okay, ready. So let's integrate into Supabase. Um, let's select Shark Tank AI, connect. We are not adding tables yet, or Lingo dev. Yeah, Lingo. I want to add Lingo, but as I said before, I want to try the flow. So let's complete test all the flow, and then we can add Lingo. Okay, let's wait. Let's deploy the application. I just want to see if there is some issue because I still seeing some weird behavior on both right now. The application that we're building is pretty simple. Um, it's not complex. When I built Crypto Dash, the app, that application is the most complex application I have built before. So many rules, columns, rules grouping by coins, grouping by currency, grouping by profit and loss. Um, we have formatters, sales formatters. We have rendering formulas. We have graphics, real time, multiple coins with graphic at the same time, everything. So it went um, really complex, but for some reason I did so many things so faster. Actually, tomorrow I may be streaming how to make money on a pump on a new listening coin on Coinbase or Binance. If you wanna be if you wanna be there, just stay like 7 or 8 in the morning tomorrow. I will be streaming using my sniper bot. So let's see how it goes. If it goes well, I can make like a 10K in just like 3 seconds, literally. So if you wanna see how that works, just join to my streaming tomorrow in the morning. So I was stating there is something on the platform. Not sure if this happening to everyone, but building like for 5 minutes is not common. Building process took like in general it takes like 1 minute. So far we have been waiting how much? 5 minutes built in 2 minutes. I don't think that, or maybe I just on the fast way. So I didn't feel like it took 2 minutes. To me, it took like 10 minutes. And also I have a wide screen again. Hmm. Let's check if it's loading the files from the network stack. Cancel? Pending? Loaded. Oh, I see. Why? Why? Okay, annoying. Tabus client, yeah. For now, just mock the Tabus client. I don't have the API key yet. Yeah, as we are using I see the problem. As we are using the other project configuration, like other schema from the database, right now the new project is using different names. Like before, um, the previous table was called pitch. Now it's called pitch decks. So there is a mismatch between these tables, but also it's happening for other tables. So this is updating everything. But I didn't remember. Um, okay, finally we have something better. We are getting into something more interesting, right? So let's say you have several pitches. I don't know why you will be applying to several. It happens, like in my case, but in general, you will be just pitching just one single startup. But that's okay. Yeah, let's see. Ugh. Uh, yeah, this is okay. I was checking the audio configuration because the other day I was just using one airport. So the system were just recording one side. So I was just checking that we are recording both, even if I am only using one side. Simulation room. So we have Shark Tank Simulator, virtual AI pitch experience. Ready to face the sharks? sessions, average score, best score. Um, let's wait this to complete the modifications of the schemas using the existence tables. Up, up. For those who haven't met my little beautiful Misty cat, let me show you this beautiful. Oh my God, this beautiful cat. She's called Misty. She had been trained to act like a dog or a pet. You know, this is very lovely cat. She's not like a general cat. She's really like a pet. She can play with you. She will be like this, like a baby. She will be looking for love. She will be, if you go to one room, she will go after you, and so on. Okay, it's ready. Let's back here. I saw some refreshing thing, something refresh, but then it's not. Huh. I have the feeling that there is a memory leak or something like that related to the application itself, because sometimes it shows the application, but then it's gone. It's like a performance issue. You see, there is something pretty much when I debug memory leaks, this is like the behavior. I didn't anything. This is just happening like that. Like as you are seeing this, this is the same that I'm doing. I'm not doing anything special. So okay, let's click on practice, preparing the tank, ready to face the sharks, elevator pitch, Shark Tank AI, a revolutionary web platform that simulates the iconic Shark Tank sprint using blah blah blah. Expected duration, you will receive a score based on your performance. Enter the Shark Tank. Okay, investor entrepreneur. Current question. So elevator pitch, tell me about your business. What are your problems you're solving and how big is the market opportunity? This is okay because it's like The gradient version, we need to replace this with bold response. I don't know. It's just, I just want to test the system. There is a chart there. That's interesting. Okay, of course, this is not connected at all with AI. What are the current sales numbers? How much 100 annual recurring revenue? 300%. What are the main competitors? Y Combinator. We have um, AI Shark Tank. None of this is a store, or maybe I'm not sure. Um, let's talk about number, customer acquisition cost. Let's say the average HUSD. Um, yeah, that's expensive. 300. Walk me through your business model. Um, how did you make money? We have a subscription based model. Um, of course, I cannot write the unit economics just here. So next, risk. No, and I just testing the platform, right? I'm not really replying these questions. Um, we will use the money to marketing, 90% and 10% research and development. Um, last question. Mm, right people to execute the visions. Um, sorry, what's this? Um, ex Google CTO. Decent effort. 67. C. In other words, get out of here. So funny. At least, I don't know how this is not, this can't be real. This must be a mock because I don't remember to place any APIs for OpenAI or related. So this must be, oh my God, this is crazy. If this is mock, this is crazy. It's like let's let's us use mock data on a very decent effort. Not bad, but Shark expecting more. View results. So far, that's the flow. I wanted to test the flow, so we just completed um, a goal, which was just testing the flow from A to the C. So we are able to create a pitch, complete some answer some questions, and get a result. That's the simple main feature of this application. Now we have to connect this with what first of all with I'm so bad with the names of the things with the translation platform. Then we are going to connect this with Davos, and let's see if Davos is able to connect directly with AI, or we have to make some kind of open AI and Taboo's implementation. So I just want to go for coffee, so let's take a break. Okay, hello, I'm back. Just let me change a little bit um the environment and also yeah, I don't like so much light over me. 1 second. It's not that dark, right? Okay, this is better. No, no. Uh, this one, not like a disco. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Um, let's back to the code. Let's back to the code. As I said, um, Lingo is the next step. So let's go to lingo.dev, sorry, Spanish. Create an account. I have never tried this before. Continue with Google. Co-founder Pedro Orlando. Don't hack me. You can try. You can try, but I work as in a red team, just so you know. Not defensive, only offensive. Okay. Hmm, okay. Let's see if this showed the API. Okay, great. It's not showing the API. So let's implement. I don't know if this works actually. Let me check the documentation because I don't know if this works like um how it works actually at all. Lingo documentation, brand voice. Where is documentation? SDK. I guess it's SDK. JavaScript. npm install, basic installation, results, nothing special, key values, etc. Language detection. Okay, so add support to use Lingo to translate into multiple languages. Sorry, sometimes I think like languages. so I can be able to write it down. I will add support. I like to try. I like to test my English, um, repeating the responses. Like in this case, I will add support for LingoDev to enable multi-language translation in your Shark Tank simulator. Let me install the package and integrate it throughout the application. If anyone knows someone for PR, I would love to showcase this into any any website like Forbes, etc. This is a really good product. Once we end the hackathon, we will be using as you may now for now by now we have been building like a one application per day. So we have so far like 6 or 7 applications completely created by now with Bolt for the hackathon because we have so many before the hackathon. But we will be using brandvirality.com platform to saturate the internet with these products. For example, this next time you open TikTok and search for Shark Tank Virtual AI Simulator, I bet this my product, my startup for this product will be there. First page. If you go to Instagram and you search Shark Tank Virtual AI Simulator, the first results will be my product. Same for Pinterest, same for Snapchat, same for Threads, same for X, same for Google. That's what brand virality does on internet. We literally saturate all the internet with keywords. So we are going to saturate Shark Tank, virtual AI simulator keywords. We can show you later on streaming how it works, the platform. The platform is not accessible for the end user as this company is a service. So if you want to have the service, we can provide the service, but you won't have access to the platform. We can show you the platform just for fun, just for curiosity, just for inspirational, but it's not. There is no way to access to this platform. As okay, getting back into the code, as I said before, adding support for multi-language is very important at the beginning, but because as you can see right now, it's editing all the files, and that's a problem. If you have a big platform, like I said before, CryptoDash, CryptoDash is more than 100 components, and in the CryptoDash, the design, the architecture of the platform is using a design system. So we have just on the design system, we have more than 100 components. Then we have the modules or the pages that are using components in a modular way, like atoms and that kind of methodology for architecture projects. So it went a really problem because it can delete a lot of functionality because it will start editing and even adding functionality that you didn't ask for it. You know how it works, right? But sometimes if you ask him, hey, just add support to multi-language on this specific file, when you open the file, you will find, yes, this this request, but also you will see something like I also improve the style. I'll also improve adding a new field. I also improve by blah blah blah. It's so funny because you are not asking for that. in some way it's something good, but in the other hand, is please. So sometimes you have to be like when you are in a mature state of your development, you really have to ask to Paul, please do not do anything else, just this. Okay, guys and girls, I'm gonna be 1 second showing just my face because I wanted to copy the token, the API token. I am copy pasting the token into my environment. 1 second. Okay, ready. Import Lingo from Lingo Dev. That doesn't sound. Yeah, that's not correct. I just copy paste. Both can understand the context and why I'm just pasting this code like this way. Yeah, exactly. Um, I really like to be repeating what Paul says because, for example, I just said he will be copy and pasting this, but the language that Paul uses like an initialization pattern, the pattern initialization you have provided. It sounds so cool, right? I really need music. I don't know how people can work writing code per hours without music. I'm just dying. Or maybe I need my Netflix account. I really like to to see anime, and how it is. Uh, okay, fail to resolve import. Does this file exist? Uh, Let me check for the package. This is correct. Based on documentation, Lingo Dev, npm install Lingo Dev, basic setup, no front-end frameworks. Yeah, that's something that I didn't. For some reason, it's not recognizing the namespace. Let me go to the file again. Lingo TS lingo.dev engine. Yes, this is correct. New. And the problem is, yeah, I guess must be related to the namespace here, SDK. Let me see if he can resolve this, but I don't think so. Um, okay, let's see what Ball does. If not, yeah, that's what I thought. I don't see like a namespace on the package. No, no, this is not okay. This is pretty much too new, so I guess new stuff. I guess I'm not sure. Sorry, apologize if not. But I guess this requires more research about it. Um, I just want to find a repo on GitHub maybe, or a tutorial. Lingo app. No, we are not using Node. Um, yes, this must be the same thing. Yeah, this one. This is the one that we really need. Um, oh, oh, okay. This is the one that we need. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, we already did that. We already did that. So we need to import this into our configuration file right here. This property is oh, sorry. What happened? Stop, please. What is this? Hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is scanning the files. On the built-in process, it is scanning the files, querying the API from Lingo, extracting the translation keys, generating the API, the translations on prompt time, well, on building process. I'm sorry, returning, I guess, like a distribution file, like the compiled GS files with the new translations. So per each build, we will have a request to this service, and this service will return the mapping. I really don't like this way, but because I have been trying several systems, like the popular there, but uh, what is this? I haven't never used this before. Do you know anybody knows what this is? Developer use Grok. Grok is a fast AI interface. What is this? Oh, what is this login? Great. Okay. I prefer this way. Yeah, this one is the best way. This is the way to go. Using like the standard and behind we can use like this. I have never used this on this setting, models, lingo, def, but yeah, I prefer this. Remove the lingo def implementation and replace it with I18N. How many languages is this adding? I guess many languages. So here's the thing. This is actually the reason that I don't like to use like I would say like a real-time translation because I believe this could be like an overhead to the development process. I just need to fill this mapping one time for the so I don't know, but okay. I just want to use that tool to complete like the challenge. it is a challenge from the hackathon. Not like a challenge itself, like you can apply it as a challenge, but it's part of the tools used and list on the website. So I just wanted to use it. But again, it will start again replacing all the files. So this is gonna take a few minutes. We can take a nap. You can take a nap with my Serenify. This is my Serenify. My Serenify. This is the best application right now on the market for AI meditation. So if you are feeling tired, stressful, if you are feeling lack of confidence, if you need motivation, anything you need, you go through this website and you pick any of these meditations. You click on it. Um, it will create a personalized meditation based on your preference. You can always start over if you would like to make changes. You click on yes. You can log in with Google. So yes, it's not working right now because my user is too old. I have to delete it. So I will start with a new account. Let me check. This won't happen to any of you. This is because my account is from the beginning and the current, yes, the current, I mean, the latest, because it's not like you really have to have like a really old account. It is only because it was the first account. So it's not supporting the latest migration. So don't have an account. Let's create an account, or maybe we run out of credits. I don't think so. Let's say yes, you can do this, of course. But please don't flood our website. This is taking so much money, and we are not really making money yet. We just need to get into like a KPI of 10K users. And once we reach it, we will start with a new pricing model. Let's click on this one. Guided visualization for abundance and success. My name is James. Um, Keep it simple. Let's use Luna. You can click on the icon to hear the voice. If you like it, continue. I really like to have ocean waves as a soundscape when meditating. I'm ready. Yes,
My Serify.
Hello,
exactly.
James. Welcome to this powerful manifestation meditation. Find a quiet, comfortable space, close your eyes, and take a deep breath in, hold, and exhale. Again, inhale deeply, filling your lungs with fresh energy, and release, letting go of any tension. With each breath, you align with your highest self. James, bring your awareness to your heart center. Feel its warmth, its rhythm. Imagine golden light glowing in your chest, radiating love, confidence, and possibility. This light is your power to create, to manifest, to attract the life you desire. Let it expand with each inhale, filling you with certainty. Now visualize yourself standing at the entrance of a beautiful path, James. This path leads to your dream life. Step forward and notice the details. Where are you?
Where
What do
are
you
you?
see? Feel the energy of this vision, knowing you are walking toward it with trust, purpose, and clarity. James, see the version of yourself who has already achieved everything you desire. They radiate confidence, success, and joy. Observe them. How do they carry themselves? What wisdom do they hold? Now breathe deeply and merge with them. Their strength, peace, and abundance are already within you. Affirm with me, I am worthy of my dreams.
Work
I
with
am
my dreams.
attracting success, abundance, and
Guys, I won't continue because this is really long, but I recommend you to go through this website and start meditation right away. My main goal in life is reach, well, not my main goal, actually. My first goal is reach 10 million in net worth. Once I reach that number, I will have to change my next goal. But I just wanted to have that because one of the things that I want to do is having my own musician, like let's say musician group, like a musical group, like in which I can say you play this and you play that, and let's put it together. That's one thing I really want to do, like just just for fun. Okay, we got an error. We already tried to fix it. Okay, let's see. Yes, I can visualize myself in that place, actually. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, finally. So, getting back into Lingo Dev using YTN, we have to go to the directive. This is not required anymore. Oh, I don't like this. Sorry, I don't like this. I don't want to be adding use 118 and I don't like this at all. This is not something I don't wanna. Okay, by now I believe I won't be using this tool because I don't like to use this style of directive. This one is like the best approach, but I need to figure out why it's not recogno- it's not detecting the library when using namespace. This one as well is another that this kind of architecture, like querying into Lingo Dev each time I build just to translate things is not hmm, so sad. I really wanted to add this, but meantime we will continue using 118 and already supported on the platform. So right now we do have multi-language on the system, right? That's simple. If you don't know, if you haven't installed this before, by just installing this library, as you saw, one click, 1 minute, you will have translation everywhere. The thing is that maintaining, and there is where Lingo have value is that each time you add new things, the idea of using Lingo Dev, for example, is to stop maintaining these files because right now if I add a new module like let's say the module leaderboard, I need to map all the keys here for each language, so that could be time consuming. um yeah, that's it, time consuming. So this is where LingoDev has value because it doesn't matter how many new keys I add or modules, they will automatically be filled on building process. Yeah, but okay, let's continue. Um, I believe we are going to the most exciting part, which is connecting with Tabus. So same thing. I haven't used this before. Uh, Okay. Okay, we want to use, well, create persona. I believe it's not available right now. I can pay to have, because I believe this is another membership. I would, I don't have a problem upgrading well, it depends on the price, of course, but I guess I don't have a problem. Right now, I just want to complete the implementation rather than improvement the module like adding new persons. So I don't know. I don't even know how to start. So let's read the docs. With Tableau's conversational video interface, you are able to create a conversation with a replica in real time. Yeah, I get it, but what I want to know is how I can make this replica to talk about, like, I mean, to impersonate a shark. Let's talk with ChatGPT. I want to use taboos. Um, how can I train it? I don't know. How can I train it to talk, to impersonate a Shark Tank person? Hmm. But if you are impersonating something, here's a real step, some ethical and legal consideration. Yeah. Um, I don't want to. I don't want to impersonate an a specific person, just like a style. I have a product in which I set the elevator pitch, and I want this model to ask question just like a shark using tables. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Okay, write a product elevator pitch. Fit. Yeah, exactly. This is the most important part. Fit the prompt to a shark style persona. Since Tavo doesn't do NLP on its own, you will use a tool like ChatGPT or script generator to create a shark style response. So here's a prompt template to generate shark like question for any pitch. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. So I'm not sure how to connect this. You are a seasoned investor in a Shark Tank style show. After hearing the speech, you will respond with a shark money driven, no fluff questions like what's your customer acquisition cost? What haven't the big players crushed you yet? uh, I really know where this is coming from. Turn output into tables scripts. Take those generated shark style questions and paste each on one personalized video script inside tables. Okay, you upload video yourself delivering checks. Oh, no, no, we don't want to use that. Okay, your input, your script return shared questions. Have it render a video of your check. Okay. So it's not like Oh, I see. It's not like in real time. I thought that's weird because I had a conversation on Bold.com with Eric. We were talking about a lot of random things. So I'm not sure if this is were like this so scripted to a specific chat. No, no. There is something missing here. Creating a quick start. Okay, the endpoint creates a new join-enabled conversation with a specific replicant persona. You can add a custom conversation context to make the interaction more personalized and fun. Okay. Conversational context. Yeah. So I need to pass in the context this. Yeah, exactly. To focus on the user favorite brand Daft Punk Nice. Join to the conversation. So music chat. So I will be joining like to the chat or the conversation. Oh, it doesn't look that hard, and actually ChatGPT is telling me to do another thing. So let's see. Um, just 1 second. I need to replace. Yeah, I don't know if this is getting too dark. That's okay. Okay. Create a conversation page. What does creating a conversation do? Um, Creating a conversation is starting a call, joining to a meeting. The replica joins to the room and waits for a participant to join. Uh-huh. You must to provide a personal replica. Conversation context. Okay. What? This is similar to what we are doing. You are talking to Michael, who works at Y Combinator as a group partner. Uh, we are talking to him about your new startup idea for a pet rock delivery service. Get his advice and combines him to invest. Oh my God. Why? Why? This is the same. That's okay. Let's continue. Hmm. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. When clicking in practice, open. Okay. We need to create a conversation in Tabus for 2 minutes. If there is no credits, 1 credit, 1 minute. User can buy credit, can buy minutes, but the minimum is 10 minutes. Let's see what happens. Right now, we are just switching to the implementation with Tabos. So we already have like the basic stuff with Supabase. We also have like the flow A to the C, all the process to complete a pitch just using mock data. We also have uh, multiple language support, and now we're implementing Taboo's endpoint. I'm curious about what is going to happen with the towels because I'm not sure. I was expecting more like a more code, more components, more files regarding to it. But it seems like maybe it's so simple that we just need this library. Okay, it is updating the simulation room where the ideas are being created and trained. Hmm. So it's creating the files. Just let us wait. So I will be traveling to Europe in the next 3 months. So anyone want to meet with me, I will be through all as um, Norway, um, Finland, Denmark, and so then I will be moving to Slovakia, then Japan, Dubai, and Singapore. So if anyone wants to meet with me, I am open to get a coffee, get some food, do something together. Just let me know. Okay, it's ready. Let's go back to the code. This must be failing. Just let me again. Um, I need to copy paste the tables key, API key. Just 1 second. Almost ready. Copy done. Tabus API key equal to blah blah blah. Okay, back to the screen. Um, let's wait because I just changed the environment. When you change an environment file, Bot will automatically restart the server. When restarting the server, it takes so much time. So boring. I just reviewing the code. So it basically loads the pitch deck information and then goes to the check if user has enough credits. Again, this kind of verification must be done through the backend. It's not bad to have it as well on the front end, but also must be verified at the backend. Create a simulation session. So this will create a session, but won't start the session. So until we call the start simulation, it will start deducting the credits. It will set the session to active and will create a conversation with Tabus. Yeah, exactly. So looks like it is sending the pitch in the create conversation. So let's take a look to create conversation. So create conversation has two different parameters. The first one called pitch and the second one called max duration. So it will start creating a prompt. You are a top but fair investor on Shark Tank. The entrepreneur has pitch title, and pitch description, and pitch elevator. But I believe we don't have none of these. So just like the pitch elevator, I have take a look. Ask probing question about their business model, market financials, and competition. Be challenging but constructive. Focus on revenue and financial projections, market size and competition, customer acquisition strategy, business model and sustainability, team and execution capability, use of investment funds. Keep responses concise and direct like a real shark investor. Challenge assumptions and demand specific numbers. Awesome. So this is just as we read um, on the documentation. But I don't like this. If this is minutes, this is too much. Language. We need to pass the selected language. Let us test the application on a new tab. Okay. My password was password, so maybe it's something wrong. Password 123. Um, okay, so let's practice with this one. Preparing the tank. Yes, we already saw this. Enter the Shark Tank. No, this is not what we're expecting. So, um, test. No, no, this is not.